So at around this time last year, I set myself a target of saving £10,000. And I have managed to hit that in 12 months. I'm going to share 5 tips of how you can also save towards a big financial target. Stay tuned. Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is another upload to my Vlogmas series. Look out for a new video from me every single day with exception of Saturday and Sunday. This is until Christmas. This is a great challenge that I've decided to just take part in. It's actually my first ever Vlogmas. So subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment, let me know topics you'd like me to talk about. Every single week I have a specific theme. So the theme this week is money tips. So if there's certain things you'd like me to discuss when it comes to money, make sure to put that your suggestions in the comment section below this video. So going straight into it, at this time last year I set myself a target of saving £10,000. Now at the time that looked like a very big target, something that probably I can't do, but I just decided there's something that I want to work towards. Let me save this money for myself, for improving myself and working towards something that I really wanted to do and achieve in my life. Now I'm going to share with you 5 tips that I feel really helped me achieve this target of saving £10,000, which, if you know, is not little money, I can tell you. The first thing that I did, and it sounds very cliche, but it is very, very important if you're saving towards a big financial target. I reduced my expenses. For you to have savings, of course, money coming in versus money going out, that there has to be a deficit, you know, there has to be money remaining in your account for you to have savings. Now, some of the simple things that I did that played a very big part in me being able to sacrifice part of my income towards this financial target is moving house. So I pay rent. I've always paid rent since I finished my uni, since I stopped being in my dad's pocket. So I used to stay in a very nice 2-bedroom house, literally next to city center, and I stayed there for around 2 years because I've only been working for 4 years. So 2 years when I was on graduate scheme, actually 3 years, 3 years, I stayed in that lovely 2-bed apartment. Now I live alone, and the truth is I didn't need 2 bedrooms. I had 1 bedroom as an office and storage, but that's luxury. If you're working towards a financial target that you really want to achieve, some of the very easy ways to cut down costs is to move to a more affordable house. So I moved out of, COVID really helped, by the way. So I didn't need to go into office as much as I used to before. So I just moved out of town. I found a flat that's quite a distance from town, which was of course cheaper. The further you are from city center, the cheaper it is. I also found a 1-bedroom. There was no need for me to be staying in a 2-bedroom house, so I downsized. Now, I won't lie, I took some time to adjust. Having to arrange your 1-bedroom to fit every single thing that you do, yeah, I had to adjust from the comfort I had before. But I really wanted to save, to achieve this target this quickly, because you can always save over a longer period of time and live more comfortably. But yeah, I decided to just do it. And actually, I decided this after watching one of Patricia Bright's videos where she talked about this. If you watch her channel, The Break, you can actually get very good financial tips from that. So after I watched that video, I was like, I sucked it up, and I was like, you know what, let me downsize. And that was one of the ways that I cut costs, and it really helped. Another thing that I did, I reduced the times I was eating out. It's part of another video I uploaded yesterday, keeping up with the Joneses. So I used to love, you know, weekend riches, especially when you go into office. You don't even need to wait till weekend. Colleagues, you know, they're usually like, let's go, let's head out after, let's go have some drinks, let's go eat out. Do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times a week. Times that by a month, you'll see how much you're spending on eating out, and that could be money that you're saving towards building yourself. So I reduced the number of times of eating out, and I must say the panoramic really helped with, helping me stay disciplined, and it played a really big part in helping me save. Also, I had non-negotiable. So I'm not saying that don't have a normal life, don't have a social life. There are certain things that are more impactful for you compared to other things. So you don't have to be involved in every single thing. I'll explain. I love going to the cinema. I'm one of those, I'll go to the cinema even by myself. That is how much I love going to the cinema. Now, cinema, whether I'm saving or I'm not saving, I will go to the cinema. Now, that's a cost I have accepted and I've adjusted for in my budget. But other things I don't need to take part in. Like, you don't need to always, whenever people are going for dinner, you're always there. You don't need to. You can decide to do it once in a long time. You don't need to do it every weekend. So there are certain costs you can accept because for you, you feel they will affect your well-being if you don't do them. And there are certain things you can honestly really do away with. So be honest with yourself. Another thing that I did, I developed new hobbies that are cheaper. So I started walking more. I started exploring country parks, nature reserves. All those are free. And I feel so happy when I'm in nature. Like, you realize that you spend so much time on things that cost money and they don't even give you the same level of satisfaction that other things do. So get a new hobby. Not everything that you enjoy has to cost money. So those are some of the things you can do to cut down on costs. Now, I'll move to the next point. I joined a saving circle. So this is with people at my job. People who are from Kenya, these are called circles. In the UK, they don't call them circles. But a saving circle. So this is where you're a group of you, and every single month you send a certain amount to someone. That person is the one who receives the lump sum in that round. Then, so everyone dedicates some money, sends money to whoever the recipient is for that month, and in that duration, you'll also get your slot. Now, what this did is it forced me to, it's like a loan. You have to pay that person. You cannot pay that person, and yet people are going to pay you as well. So it forced me to always dedicate a certain amount towards my saving goals. Another thing I did, I opened a savings account that I could not withdraw from. I mean, I can if things hit the fan, but I will have to pay a penalty, a very hefty penalty. Before, I did have a savings account, but that savings account was I was transferring money and the next day transferring it back. It did not help me. I needed something that once I transfer that money, I cannot access it. Unless now, of course, it matures over a period of time. Maybe it's a 12-month savings account, and at the end of the 12 months is when you can withdraw. So that's the type of account that I opened, and it has really, really helped me. The fourth thing that I did, I set a target amount that I will be saving every month. Of course, this is necessary if you're working towards a goal that has a time limit. So you have to dedicate a certain amount for you to even hit that target. So what I do, the minute I receive my salary, that amount, I put it aside into the savings account that I cannot access. Now, and also remember, I have a savings circle that I also dedicate money to. So I put that money aside, I can't access it. Now, whatever happens in the month, I will deal with it. There's nothing so out of this world that can happen that I need to go touch the savings money. So you need to set a target that's feasible. You do not want to set a target that you find yourself backpedaling and having to take money out of that place where you're holding it. If it's an account, if it's a money market fund account, wherever you're keeping that money, storing that money until the time you need it, try and set a target that you won't need to touch that money. So be realistic with yourself. Don't push yourself too, set such a high amount that you can't sustain yourself. You will find yourself drinking water during the month because you can't afford a nice drink, some juice or whatever. So please, be realistic. No one is here chasing you. No one is here disciplining you. This is all for yourself. So do what works for you. All right. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, avoid tempting yourself. Stop putting yourself in a position where you're going to spend. Now, this could be through reducing the amount of times you go out, because every time you go out, you're going to spend money. This could be through simple things like I buy my groceries online, at least majority of the time. What I found was I will have my shopping list, my very nice shopping list. But the minute I enter that supermarket, I don't even remember I have a shopping list. I will just, and you know, this is what these guys do. They put like what they know is going to tempt you at the front of their stall. So by the time you're walking towards the thing you are actually going to the shop for, you've put other things in your basket. It's a marketing tactic. So guys, take control of your budget. You do not have to physically go to the shop. The more you go to the shop, the more you get things you don't need. So I usually buy online, at least a big part of my shopping. So if I'm missing milk or eggs, I mean, I'm not gonna order that online, but I'll try. And in fact, another thing I do, and maybe people have more, I'm even lacking the words. Maybe people are more disciplined than I am. But when I go to the shop, what I do, I just get the basket. I don't get the thing for dragging or the trolley, because I'm gonna fill the trolley. So I'll carry with the basket, because the basket is only so much I can fill. Like, it will get heavy and I'll be tired. I will go to the till. So those are simple things. Know yourself, know what tempts you, and try and avoid that. Yeah, so those are 5 money saving tips that I incorporated into my day-to-day life, and as a result, I managed to save my target of £10,000. Hoping you're able to hit your target too. If there are other things that you've done, if you've also been saving towards a certain goal, share them in the comment section and let's help each other out. Bye.